Maki 2 has officially announced his upcoming album release date and title.
What would I like to be remembered for? I think I'm one person who wants to speak out on equity. So I always want to be known for the kind of person I am and the rights I try my best to fight for.
So the question on the table is, what is a toxic relationship?
And the question we've been given today is, how do guys maintain such strong friendships, and what steps can girls take to ensure that their friendships remain solid?
Hey Sky Girls, it's your girl Audrey here, welcoming you to yet another episode of Stay True, powered by Sky Girl Z. So what is Sky Girl Z, you may ask? I am so glad you asked, because simply put, Sky Girl Z is a community for girls, by girls who know what they want. Girls like me who know what their thing is and what is not their thing. Right, Tapo?
That's absolutely right, Audrey. My thing is happiness and positivity. What's not my thing is toxicity. Toxic people, toxic behaviors, and toxic relationships. You can miss me with that. But what I never miss out on is our social media updates. You can follow us at SkyGirlZ on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Do it! I'm waiting. Okay, great. Now that that's out of the way, I think it's time for the catch-up. Let's start off with some music news from right here in Zambia. Maki 2 has officially announced his upcoming album release date and title. The album is scheduled to be released in October and is titled Olijaba. The multi-award-winning Zambian hip-hop artist announced this news in a live video on his YouTube channel.
Nishuambire mwaka nalikwete amapange badaboza badauta nalefu ambalange history chabe nalefu ankapange nalisaba na serious jalefu amasange but I guess amaplani yesu te yakwe Kristu.
Although the October release date seems far, Maki 2 has assured fans that he will post visuals of the project every single month until the official release date. Over Valentine's weekend, Netflix released the third and final film in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy. In this movie, To All the Boys, Always and Forever, Lara Jean begins her final year of high school and starts trying to figure out what she wants to do after graduation.
Hello from Korea. The best part of this vacation is spending time with my sisters. But pretty soon, we'll be back from spring break, and then I'm gonna tackle you and smother you with kisses and give you gifts.
I miss you.
I can't wait to see you.
This movie is amazing, so I would definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Taylor Swift has just released a re-recorded version of her single Love Story. 13 years after the original Love Story was released, Taylor has graced this with a beautiful re-recording of the iconic song. The new Love Story, this one being titled Love Story, Taylor's version, was made in an attempt to regain ownership over her music after her masters were sold against her will. This version is even better than the first, in my opinion, so well done, Taylor.
I'm not going to lie, guys. I am a huge fan of Taylor Swift, and I'm definitely amongst those people who have been playing the new version of Love Story over and over and over again. And also, I am a huge fan of Tatiana, so I guess today is my lucky day because she's our guest on today's Celebrity 26 Questions. So let's check out what she had to say.
Tatiana, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Come in. Welcome to my home.
Thank you. So I'm here for 26 celebrity questions for the show.
Wow, okay, let's start.
Yeah, so what were you doing before we got here?
Before you got here, I think I was cleaning up my room before you got here. Let's come this way.
Alright, that's really nice. Nice house you have.
Thank you. My mom really put her effort into this house.
Oh, okay. Wow. These chairs look very lovely.
They do, as you see. I think she even made the pillows go with the wallpaper and everything.
Oh yeah, I actually did notice that. That's nice, quite amazing. I see a painting there. So what about the painting? It's really nice.
Oh, the painting, I'm sure you can see the Eiffel Tower in the painting. So my mom went to Paris. She found painters next to the Eiffel Tower. So she made sure to get as many paintings from Paris as she could. I'm sure when you walked in, you saw some paintings in French.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. She got them
okay.
all together. Come through.
Amazing, I should say. So what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Harry Potter.
Okay, that's nice. What is your golden rule?
My golden rule is never forget the lessons I'm taught at home. No matter what I'm doing or where I am, I remember what my mom has always taught me.
Okay, so what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
When I wake up, I always watch series when I wake up.
Oh, what is your dream career?
I want to be a lawyer.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Makes sense, you suit. What is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done?
The most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I think there was once when I was in high school. I was going down for prep and I tripped down the stairs and fell. And everyone saw
Ouch.
it. Yeah.
I could imagine. So what would you say is your thing and what's not your thing?
My thing, like I said, I love watching series. Not my thing, dancing.
Oh, really? You don't dance?
No, I do not dance. Maybe we should go sit outside?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. So what would you like to be remembered for?
What would I like to be remembered for? I think I'm one person who wants to speak out on equity. So I always want to be known for the kind of person I am and the rights I try my best to fight for.
Oh, okay, nice. So how do you stay true to yourself?
How do I stay true to myself? Like I said, I always follow what I believe in and I always go by my values no matter what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So who is your fashion icon?
My fashion icon is Beyonce. I am so in love with Beyonce. Yes, I am.
Okay, so how do you describe yourself in three words?
Describe myself. I think I'm outgoing. I think I'm talkative. And I think I'm assertive.
Oh, okay. So what is your current obsession? What are you obsessed with?
Of course, like I said, I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, I think those, and the originals. I'm so in love with the originals.
Oh, okay, nice. So what is the last book you read?
Harry Potter. I think I said Harry Potter so much in this interview. Maybe can I sit down? So before we continue?
Yes, please. So what do you like to do most?
What do I like to do most? Of course, I'm always spending time with my mom because I love my mom so, so much. And of course, watch series, like I said, is like my thing. So I always love to watch series.
So which one do you prefer, dogs or cats?
I'm in love with dogs. I'm such a dog person. I would never ever want a cat. I feel like that's like hate. Like I feel like that's just offensive to dogs. So how much I love dogs.
Wow. Okay. So if you could go back in time, where would you go?
I think I would go back to like my high school days, like grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What is the best gift you've ever received?
The best gift I've ever received. I think from my graduation, my mom really went all out for my graduation. So I think what she did for me for my grad, she made sure she got me a box of flowers. Wow. I think she got me a new iPhone, she got me a new iPad, she got me my dream prom dress, she got me a crown, she got me everything I asked for, and that was like really...
Okay, nice. So where is the coolest place you've ever been?
I think the coolest place I've ever been, for me, I think I loved spending time in Dubai.
Oh, okay.
Because of how I was seeing like new cultures and how I was like trying new things. I think other places you find like very common activities, but in Dubai I got to try like other like different things than I've ever tried before.
Oh, okay. Amazing. So one last question. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I want to see myself clearing my ZLA exams.
Oh, okay. Well, it was really nice asking you all these questions. You're a really amazing person.
Thank you very much for asking me the questions.
Bye-bye.
Wow, Tatiana really loves series, and so do I. I guess we have a little something in common. One of my favorite TV shows to watch is Stay True, of course. I watch it every Saturday, mainly because I love hearing what the girls in the Real Talk have to say. Speaking of them, I think it's time for the Real Talk right now.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Real Talk, and my name is Abigail.
And I'm Tendai.
And I'm Alexandra.
Okay, so today we are talking about toxic relationships.
And the question on the table is, girls, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. It's interesting, trust me. When you know, yeah. So the question on the table is, what is a toxic relationship? Guys, what is a toxic relationship? And what should someone do in order to avoid being in a toxic relationship?
It's a good question. Let's not go too far. Start by defining it so we know where we're at.
Exactly.
What is a toxic relationship? According to me, it's a relationship that has a negative impact on you.
Yeah,
Toxic
true.
is bad, nothing sweet.
It's bitter.
It has a negative impact on you and who you are as a person. What do you guys think?
Okay, as for me, I think that a toxic relationship is a type of relationship that doesn't allow you to be yourself and affects the way you interact with your partner.
Oh, that's true. I would define a toxic relationship as a relationship that ruins you and it doesn't build you. Like, you get my point. It's poison. Toxic is just poison. So obviously even the relationship, it's just, so.
I get you.
Yeah.
But then how would you know that you're in a toxic relationship? Because I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel like it's kind of hard to tell if it's toxic.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Toxic. I feel like there's certain things that people do that you would think, okay, that's toxic.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just can't tell. So how would you guys tell that you're in a toxic relationship?
I think you can tell if you're not being treated fairly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you're being abused in some way. Yeah. Because you see, being abused, you may just know that, okay.
That's definitely.
Yeah, that's really bad. And I think I would say, where someone is being too, there's too much jealousy involved.
Yeah.
Of course, jealousy we can't refuse. There's jealousy.
Yes.
But then there's just that, that level of jealousy is just extreme. Like, it's so toxic.
Yeah.
And being controlling and stuff like that. So I feel like, okay, that's when you see someone who's behaving like that towards you,
those traits.
you know to say, okay, they're toxic and they're not good for you.
I want to try and understand it. I want to get it right. So let's say you and me, right? Let's say we go out, and every time we go out, I don't take my purse. Because I'm like, Tendai is gonna be there.
Yeah.
So Tendai is gonna pay for you.
The excuse, and then you go like, okay, I left my purse.
Exactly. And it's like every single time we go out. Is that me being a toxic friend, or what? Does that count as a toxic relationship?
Yeah, because you're acting as a leech. Just,
Money your friend.
money second leech. But of course, she's not like that, guys. She's not like that. It's just an example. Yeah.
But what can we do to avoid those kinds of relationships? Because I know I have friends who are probably toxic, but how do I get rid of them? How do I know that I shouldn't be with such people? What steps should I take?
I think you should just have goals. And then just stick to yourself, know what you want, know what you like.
Friendship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
That's interesting.
Know your thing and what's not your thing.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
but
true.
if it affects your goals, then leave it.
I like that. I like it. She's like, live it. You gotta live it, guys. Live it. That's so cool, for real. All you have to do is just, as she said, stay true to yourself. Know what's your thing and what's not your thing. When you know that and you know your standards, and somebody won't come to confuse you, someone won't come to depress you, because people are toxic. They bring depression. Because you tend to become depressed because, you're just not happy and they're just using you, of course. So that's what I would say.
Okay, I get where you guys are coming from. So just know your company, keep a good crowd. And, if you have people with bad energy and bad aura, you're obviously going to get something negative out of it.
Delete them. You gotta delete them. I'm going to delete you, so that's just it.
So just know your thing.
And what's not your
You'll be
thing?
good, right?
Yeah.
True.
Alright, that's all from us, guys. It has been Alexandra.
Tendai.
And Abigail?
And it's bye from us.
Bye.
Just like Tapo, I also hate toxic relationships. So I'm so glad that Alexandra, Abigail, and Tendai actually talked about that topic. Thanks so much, guys. So now I am ready to welcome some healthy and positive relationships in my life. On the topic of health, I think it's time for us to get some tips from Dr. Valley on Girl Talk. Hi everyone, welcome to Girl Talk. Today on Girl Talk, I have with me Dr. Valley, and we're gonna be discussing what our skincare routine should be in order for us to have good skin. Dr. Valley.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Audrey, for such a wonderful question. When it comes to skincare routine, it's always better to have a nice, hydrated and clean skin. So you need to at least cleanse your skin twice a day, morning and in the evening, with a good facial cleanser. Avoid harsh soaps and avoid harsh cleansers. Always moisturize with a good hydrating moisturizer and use sun protection factor at all times, especially when going out in the sun. When it comes to makeup, use makeup which is not expired, and also don't share your makeup. Never sleep with your makeup on, which is one of the biggest mistakes most people make. Always wash it off nicely before sleeping and ensure that when you go to sleep, you are nice and fresh. That is the most important advice I can give young girls, is please cleanse your skin in the evening before sleeping and also in the morning.
Guys, we all heard Dr. Valley's advice. Remember, good skincare is our thing. See you next week on Girl Talk.
Thank you, everyone.
We got some great advice about skincare from Dr. Valley. Now it's time to see what advice we can get on boys in bands. It's time for Boys Advice.
What's good, everybody? My name is Tristan Tembo. I'm 15 years old. You know what I do. You know my thing is basketball. What I don't do with is what's not my thing is liars. I don't do it liars though. And I'm here with
Freddie. I'm 17 years old. What my thing is I like watching YouTube videos. What's not my thing is I don't read. I don't like reading.
Yeah, so today on Boys at Bands, we're doing an activity called Boys Advice. On Boys Advice, we, Freddie and I, get given a question and we describe or give some advice to the girl viewers and boy viewers if there are any. And the question we've been given today is, how do guys maintain such strong friendships and what steps can girls take to ensure that their friendships remain solid? Now, one thing that I've seen over the years about girls and this whole friendship issue is that some girls find it hard to apologize to their mates, when they're done wrong. Yeah, personally, if I did something wrong to my friend, I'd try to apologize to him quickly as possible,
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, when you're in a relationship with your friend, you should be open about it. You shouldn't be, you shouldn't feel it inside you to not, like, come up to someone. If you've wronged someone, you should be able to tell them that, like, hey, bro, like, I'm sorry I did this to you. And, like, as friends, you have that mutual respect where you're like, okay, I'm sorry you did this. And, like, I understand that what you did was wrong. And then, boom, you're friends again.
Exactly.
Yeah, another thing is that you probably need to find something like to bond over, such as like a sport, which in our case is like football. You can find like something that to keep you interested, like in a down moment, like when you're in class and the story is dying out, you can come back and say, hey, how was the game last week?
Boys, I hope you're listening though. Boys, you better be listening. This is for you too, you get me? Oh, yeah, one last thing, sometimes girls, I've seen it multiple times, girls tend to overreact over like small issues that eventually turn into like big arguments and then their friendship begins to crumble to pieces, you get me?
Yeah, I mean, like when you're in a situation where like you keep the information like to yourself, you shouldn't like feel the need to like hold a grudge against your friend. You should be open about it, like tell them like, hey bro, like I'm sorry I did this to you, and like and then not let it build up to the point where like you both don't trust each other. And then another point that
one more thing, sorry?
Yeah, another thing I'd like to add is that as friends, you should always like find time to be together. Like after you're done with school, you should like still make time to see each other because school forces us to be together. But after school, you're going to be alone. Like it's up to you. You should find time to be like, hey, I need to see my friend right now. It's been a long time.
I need to make the effort.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the advice we have on Boys and Bands today. We'll be sure to see you again. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was some really great advice. And I think my relationships are pretty solid. Probably because I'm always ready to admit when I am wrong, because it's never good to be prideful. So thank you for bringing up that point, guys. And now it's time for a very special performance by an amazing woman. It's Esther Chungu, so excuse me as I fangirl for a second.
you bless the work, so my hands I pray. Never been to Vavuda, I stress all day. Unisiba muliko imwe, mutambe iziko nilimo ine. You never sleep, you never slumber, no. Vintu vizankala mushe, oh, nive life's coming iyo. I say, oh, nive life's coming iyo. I say, oh, nive life's coming iyo. I say, oh, nive life's coming iyo. Muli basuma, muli bamweo, muli bansansa, mwechite mwito, batata bani, batata babonse, lesa waba lesa, chilolo amodele. Muli basuma, muli bamweo, muli bansansa, mwechite mwito, batata bani, batata babonse, lesa waba lesa, Jehovah, Jehovah. Muli bakulu, muli bakulu, Jehovah, Jehovah. Muli bakulu, muli bakulu, Jehovah. 1, 2, 3, go! Ay, 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 see, the Lord has been so good to me. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. See, the Lord has been so good to me. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. Indescribable and containable. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. Indescribable and containable. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. He loves me and cares for me. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. He loves me and cares for me. I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. Almighty, all powerful, all loving Lord, you are almighty, all powerful. We call you Chikanga way. You make a way. Chikanga way. Lord, you make me say, ay, 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 ay. Chikanga way. You make a way. Chikanga way. Lord, you make me say, ay, 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 ay. Chikanga way.
Wow, what a great way to finish off the show. I'm gonna go and listen to all of her music now.
I completely agree. Esther is really talented. But before you all follow Tapa's lead and go listen to all of her music, please remember, if you have not yet taken the pledge, you can do so by visiting our Facebook page. Or you can come and take the pledge at our store at Arcades, and after you do that, you collect this really cool wristband. Until then, it's bye from us and see you next time.
Bye!